everybody, and welcome to another edition of Press the Action Button podcast. As always, I am your host, Joystick, and we have a full cast this week. Yes, Stick of Joy. Stick of Joy. Like an arcade. Yeah. Anyway.
Just in case you were thinking something else.
And you were, you bunch of perverts. By bunch of perverts, I mean, Higmo is a pervert. He's like, I have a joystick, and we're like, yeah, not that joystick, Higmo. We're not talking about that. We have a full house this week. Say hello to the people, Game Face.
Hi, people. We do, in fact, have a full house. But we don't have Jonathan Taylor Thomas because that was Home Improvement.
Okay.
I don't know. I got nothing. Exactly.
Home Improvement was a better show. Home Improvement was a better show. And Heidi was hot. Okay, pass the mic to Slacker Chan so he can say hi. Say hi, Slacker Chan.
If you're running Windows 98 and your internet's going slow, do not call tech support. Just kill yourself.
Why what the fuck was someone running Windows 98?
Because apparently they were on the sad story about them being on disability. The computer still worked fine, and they didn't understand why they had to rent a modem from us when their modem they bought from AOL still worked.
So they had a dial-up modem?
No, it was actually DSL modem, but it wasn't something we supported.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said AOL, I thought dial-up.
My supervisor actually still uses Windows 98 at home.
Don't you have a computer at your work that uses 3.1?
I actually just recently got my first death threat.
Okay. Now you know you're a tech support guy when.
I get a death threat.
Yeah. Okay, you want to pass the mic over to Radio Schaefer so he can say hi to everyone?
Please tell us that story, though, after this.
Radio Schaefer!
Last but certainly not least, someone give a mic to... I'll give it to you.
You give it to him. Sit right next to him. Butt munch.
I got these popcorn kernels with cheese on them, and they're fucking awesome. I can't stop eating them. I'm sorry,
What were you doing earlier, Ian?
I was drinking all day. Well, that's not a lie. Actually...
That's not a lie!
No, I mean, it is a lie. Well, wait, what's my argument here?
I don't know.
Do you have a position? Do you have 2 feet to stand on it? I don't even know.
Positions. All of them.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Do the ladies love you and call you magically delicious?
Actually, they call me Tragically Contagious.
Bam.
That was glorious.
Look at that.
Okay, now you were going to tell a story, right? About a death threat or something?
Yeah. So I was told I should fucking die. Choke on a dick. Because, this guy...
Choke to death.
Death
by dick.
It's like, my internet's not working. So I verified his identity with his social security. And I said, well, it turns out your internet was shut off because you haven't paid your bill. And then he's like, yelling at me, okay, fine, I'll pay it now. I would like to pay this much and have it, and I want it back on today, or I'm canceling service. Well, I can't do that. This is tech support. I'm not saying exactly word for word. I'm paraphrasing, bridging here. But, I was like, can't do that. You have to call out and contact our customer service department. This is DSL tech support. You can't handle a delinquent bill like this. You have to contact them. It was like, no, you will handle this, and you'll get my service turned back on within the hour, or I'm canceling service. And so I just repeated myself, because I cannot do anything about it. And he was like, I hope you choke on a dick and fucking die on it. And left.
He sentenced you to death by dick.
Yes.
Good luck with that.
I also recently had a customer who's like, ordered, when they have been talking to me, ordered an upgrade to 10 megabyte speed, like 3 days before she's talking to me. And she's saying the internet's going slow. So I explained, well, sometimes during these upgrades, they have to physically change the line, and during that time, you may experience slow speeds. Well, when am I going to get my 10 megabyte speed? Well, I'm looking at it now, and it should be, the 10 megabyte speed change should be tomorrow. Is there any way to get it on tonight? No, because the service technicians are still working on the line. It will take till tomorrow before they're done. Well, if you can't get it on right now, I want to cancel my service. I'm like, I can't do that. Okay, well, I'm canceling my service. And earlier in the chat, while I was looking up their information, they happened to mention that CenturyLink was the only internet service provider available in their apartment complex. So they were making absolutely no sense. Apparently 4 days is too long to go from 5 megabytes to 10.
Yep.
Anyway, so I'll stop talking
about it. And me and him a beer. Okay, I'm gonna crack mine. It's Coors
Schaefer,
Extra.
did you forget English language? 3 hours magic number. Yes, it's a magic radio shaver. Well, since this is about video games, how about we get some Metal Gear quotes from you? Meryl! What's wrong, Snake? That's all? You don't got any, manifestos for it? Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 blows up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about. And you, Special Operations Foxhound, Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see the man who can live to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets. More than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Thank you. That was excellent.
A name means nothing on a battlefield.
What do they say at the beginning? They say they're armed with hand grenades and pineapples.
They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Pineapples, by the way, are my mortal enemy.
No,
D-pad knows why.
In the military, I forget what it means, but it's a type of weapon. Well, no, the pineapples.
Like a hand grenade.
Yeah, I think pineapples are supposed to be some kind of grenade.
Yeah, I think it's a hand grenade. Because I mean, you look at like the physical shape of a hand grenade. It's got kind of like the.
I would call it a pear.
Yeah, but
well,
also
it doesn't have. It's got the raised points like a pineapple does.
I was also thinking that when you shoot an automatic machine gun, some of them have those suppressors on the side that make vents of gas, of hot glowing gas, shoot out the sides in like a perfect X shape, and that kind of looks like a pineapple.
If you're high.
No, I get what he's saying, but I don't think that's what it means. Any other questions or quotes from Metal Gear? We'll get to that.
Can love bloom on a battlefield?
I'm no hero, just an old killer. I heard to do some wet work.
If you want, I can do the DARPA chief.
There is a DARPA chief. Metal Gear, it can't be. You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that? We had a couple run-ins in the past.
I fucking love that game. It is so good.
I love it too.
Worse yet, so a couple of road snakes. Rogue snakes.
I like it better when you said road snakes.
Road snakes. Oh, we're 10 minutes in. You guys want to get to the first topic?
Maybe later. Okay, what?
Okay. Kenji Inafune approached Capcom about completing the work that he began before he left that. If you don't remember, Kenji Inafune created Mega Man. And he was working on a Mega Man game, Mega Man Legends 3, when he left. After he left, they canceled the game. And he approached...
What game?
Mega Man Legends 3.
Who canceled it?
Capcom.
What's the guy?
Kenji Inafune.
What's so funny?
I don't know.
It's funny because D-Pad declared it funny. Kenji Inafune, I'm sorry to break it to you, but PressTheActionButton.com has declared that you have a funny name.
It's digital-delirium.com, you delinquent.
You know what else is now a funny name? Greg Jennings.
Dushan Mandic. It's a French name.
Anyway, he approaches Capcom, says he wants to complete Mega Man Legends 3. They tell him that that is something they don't need to do. They basically tell him to fuck off. So, he wanted to complete this game that he started and left Capcom because he was tired of their bullshit daring, and they won't let him do it. He offered to basically contract just to get it finished.
Just more for me to hate Capcom for.
Yeah, basically, fuck you, Capcom.
Anyway,
Dushan Mandic.
I mean, I've always really disliked a lot of Capcom's decisions. Like, I know a lot of people like Capcom versus Marvel, probably because Capcom stuck with it because there's more money in it. Because, well, Marvel, but
Marvel versus Capcom.
I would have rather saw them continue Darkstalkers fighting games than that, because honestly, weren't the couple of Darkstalkers games that did come out, weren't they some of the best fighting games that actually were ever around?
I've never really played Darkstalkers. Isn't it the one that it's got what's her name?
Yes, Morgan, probably the hottest succubus of all time. Everyone has
there was
porn of
one
her.
other female in it that was like a cat.
Even homophobic women have hot pictures of her for their background on their computer at least
Which
once.
one?
Huh? What? Morgan?
Because there was
the
one
cat?
other one, the cat girl.
Felicia.
Yeah, her.
She's not as popular as Morgan, actually.
Morgan's like a demon or something, isn't she?
She was a succubus.
There you go.
She was supposed to be top tier in that game.
The Marvel vs. Capcom games are supposed to be really good, especially Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That actually got started back on the PlayStation 1. And the precursor to it was X-Men vs. Capcom.
I actually remember seeing... Yeah, I was about to say, I remember seeing X-Men vs. Capcom back on the old arcade machines.
Yeah, there was I didn't know it was an arcade, but probably, yeah. But there was a PlayStation 1 version of it.
They actually had one at Hack. Do you remember that, Alex?
Wait, what? Yeah!
Yeah, there was a Capcom vs. X-Men, and it was just kind of like, no! Why?
Why not?
Well, because it's like, are you kidding me? The Marvel Universe is already convoluted enough. You can't tell us that the Capcom Universe and Marvel Universe are one and the same.
I don't think they were trying to. I don't think they're all. I don't think they're trying to say that the Capcom has a universe outside of different series.
I actually haven't gotten to play it yet. Mortal Kombat versus DC, but I heard it was very well done.
I heard it was really well done, but I heard of most of what I heard about that was people complaining because it wasn't as violent as.
Yeah, that's the only negative thing I heard about it was there's no good fatalities or anything.
They have something called brutalities or something. It aren't really finisher moves or something like that, and there's no blood.
D-Pad and Radio Schaefer are just sitting here singing along to the Madness lyrics. I think we should have a clip of this.
Okay.
Father wears his Sunday best.
Mother's tired,
She needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister sang in her sleep
Oh, brother's got a date to keep, he can't hang around.
Oh,
Our house in the middle of the street. Our house in the middle of our house.
Our mom is
So house proud. There's always something happening, and it's usually quite loud. Our
mom
mom's
is so house proud.
proud. Nothing ever slows her down, and the mess is not allowed. Our house in the middle of a street. Our house in the middle of a street. Our house.
Hey.
I remember when everything was cool and we would have such a very good time, such a fine time, such a fine time. And I remember how we played Simply We Stay Away, then we'd say, nothing would come between us, two dreamers. Father wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's sighing in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep.
He can't hang around.
And that's pretty much it.
Hey.
Sleep. Radio shaver.
Okay,
In space.
Okay, so basically,
Next topic.
Capcom sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That was our revolt against Capcom
You
by
suck,
singing
Capcom.
Madness. Here's how much we hate you. We're gonna sing Madness. Exactly.
He didn't say there was anything wrong with Madness.
We
He
were
just said you
counteracting the
singing it to
suckiness
rebel
of
against
Capcom with the awesomeness of Madness. Now what are you saying?
So Skay helps counterbalance that?
Yeah, and it's ska, not
I
skate.
know, but our college professor used to say that to Ian. So, Capcom, or Eon.
You just mixed up Capcom with Eon?
Judge. Anyway, he used to say, when are you going to do your generative report on Skay?
Yeah, I remember when me and Capcom used to hang out and work on our school projects together. I was always the one who was like, I think we should do it on volcanoes. And Capcom was always like, no, I think we should do about brainwashing women into lesbian ninjas.
I like this idea. I like where this is going.
Brainwashing women to lesbian ninjas.
So it's like Blade Kitten, because she's like totally platforming.
I don't even think they get that reference. I don't think they've seen that review.
Wait.
Dude, they have no idea what we're laughing. Okay.
I think we keep forgetting this is not a visual-based program.
Who cares? Because, like, remember was it 2 podcasts ago?
Wait, what?
If Rush Limbaugh I'm listening to his radio show, and he just
Wait.
is
You listen to
getting really
Rush Limbaugh?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But if I were, and
That is hysterical.
but what's
How
really
dummy.
hysterical is sometimes when he gets carried away about a funny topic, like he's all serious, and then all of a sudden you hear him in the back, and he's like, I laugh. I sit there in the car, and I'm like, I don't know what's so funny.
I'll listen to his show occasionally because he's just so hilariously full of himself and he admits it. But this one time he was talking about something dead serious and it came up to the commercial break, and right before they cut to the commercial break you just hear him start yelling at his call screener, "Don't look at me like that, Snurdly! I know what I'm talking about!" And it just kind of faded out to the commercial break.
In the most recent season of Family Guy, he actually guest starred, not like just one quick one-liner or something. He was actually in a full episode because I'm pretty sure, because you know how Family Guy is seen as a liberal show. Well, Seth MacFarlane is very liberal, and I don't think personally he actually likes, or agrees with anything Rush Limbaugh says, but I think he does respect him because, because he's done a.
Respect Lush.
He's actually done a few.
Lush Limbo.
Wow.
No. Lush
Bimbo?
Lush rim job.
Good job.
I'm making that Gmail account tonight. Just so I can sell it later on in the future.
Wasn't it like Brian, was like...
Robert Winward freaking Damon?
Yeah, wasn't it like Brian, had a revelation and, became conservative or something?
Yeah, because Brian just has a complex where he has to be on the side that's not popular or that's losing.
Yeah.
And so
I think I have that.
Rush Limbaugh saves him from a group of muggers, so he agrees to actually read his book instead of just immediately criticizing it. So he reads it, ends up liking it, and ends up being more conservative than Rush Limbaugh.
That's hard to accomplish.
But I mean, Rush Limbaugh, just by him going on the show and the fact that he's done things for them before, even made fun of himself, when he did the first Family Guy Star Wars parody. I don't know if you've seen that, but at one point they turn on Galaxy News Radio or whatever, and it's him talking, and he's like, what's his name? Never mind. But anyway, he basically makes fun of himself. So yeah, I think at least Rush Limbaugh is self-conscious though of what he does say.
Oh yeah, I mean he went on the show after that, and that's how I found out about it. And he said that it's he's like, oh, I don't know, I didn't know much about the show before that, but I thought it was funny.
Hey, did you guys know that we have topics?
I don't care about your topics.
I do care about it. Well then, screw you, Gumby.
Wait, how did we get from Capcom to Rush Limbaugh? You know what? Never mind. I think we can all agree that Capcom sucks. I don't think we have much else to say about it. But I don't think I can't really think of what else we can say other than they're big.
I'm ready to announce the next topic.
Okay, well, what is
I
it?
think Capcom and Rush Limbaugh have a lot in common. They're both very popular and very offensive.
Basically.
So,
What did you want to say, Chief?
so are either of them? I know Rush Limbaugh is conservative, but is Capcom conservative?
Considering how much they rate people financially, I would say so, yes.
They're Cap conservative.
Radio Shaper, that was awesome!
Okay, what was the next topic?
Okay. Sony this week put out a new terms of service that you basically have to agree to continue using the PlayStation Network. In that terms of service, they put in a clause or whatever that says that you cannot sue them. You cannot file a lawsuit against them. And the first thing I thought of when I heard this news story was, how long is it going to be before someone sues Sony over this?
The terms of agreement?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so they don't accept and they sue them for not being able to sue them.
Yeah. How long before that happens?
Because honestly, for a normal product service as it is, it's not. This isn't anything out of ordinary. It's within the normal everyday consumer thing.
But you
this
know how
isn't
the
very
internet
technical.
is. They're going to jump all over.
But my point being is, people aren't going to let this go. Someone's going to file a class action lawsuit because I don't think
Someone always does.
I think you can only make it so that you can't be sued under special circumstances.
Let me just throw this in. I have a little bit of a background in business law. I was never very good at it, but I know a little bit. I mean, I did take 2 classes in it. Hey, what?
Are you good at anything?
Kayate.
He's good at circuitry.
Yeah, I've made science.
Getting sidetracked.
Yeah, that's very true. But I have a little bit of background in business law, and The do not sue agreement only agrees if you accept something from them.
Right.
So you would have to be a disinterest. It's kind of a catch-22 because you would have to be a disinterested party that is not have signed up for their services to be able to sue them. In which case, you don't have any grounds to sue them on because it doesn't affect you.
Right. But I think the big issue is the fact that...
In other words, screw you, Gumby! And by Gumby, I mean Sony.
Well, I mean, what I'm talking about is, though, my only guess is they did this because they got hacked and they don't want anyone suing them in case they get hacked again. Like, and someone steals their personal information. But...
My World of Warcraft account has been hacked! The worst has happened!
What?
Now the Lich King is out there, and I can't even fight him.
Is this a real video?
I could find the person who did. I wish I could find the person who did this. And justice must be served.
Was this a real person?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I thought you did put it up.
No.
On YouTube. Oh, that wasn't you?
No.
Because it looked and talked and
Fuck.
sounded.
Fuck you, Gumby!
Wait, are you talking about...
I don't play WoW.
I've seen videos of what you're talking about. And there's like this guy bitching about World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And like he cried when he saw like Arthas die or whatever. And I saw that it sounds like, holy crap, it's Tim, but it's not.
Fuck you.
He talks like the Tim voice that we do, like he's like, you guys.
Yeah, you just fuck yourselves because you make fun of me and
D'Angelo.
you try and pretend I talk like this, but I really don't.
Sometimes I like to think about the kinetic morphology of the quantum theory, and then I like to think that I'm smart, but then I just go and get fried chicken later.
Maybe I should. I was actually thinking, I should read this user agreement before I hit accept earlier today, but like a dumbass, I just was like, screw it, I'll read it later and hit accept, because I wanted to get online.
Sometimes, when my dad's asleep and my mom's away, I dress up in my mom's clothing, and I go downstairs and I party it down with bags of espresso.
Better run through the jungle!
So Ian, how complex are existent morphal matrices?
Much more complex than we thought.
They're not that complex for Rumpelstiltskin Grinder.
And nothing's that complex.
Wait.
for
We
Grinder.
thought?
Nothing's that complex for Rumpelstiltskin Grinder.
I actually looked them up on Wikipedia one day.
I think I'm the only person who ever you told that story to, and then I knew who they were.
Yeah, there's an article on them in Wikipedia.
There's an article on Rumpelstiltskin Grinder on Wikipedia. Do you know what else there's an article on Wikipedia on? That's way longer than you would expect it to be?
Andrew McLeaf?
Yeah, Dr. Drew. There's an article.
He's famous now, so I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if
There's
there
like a
wasn't.
7-page article. Well, you don't really have pages on Wikipedia, but
Yeah, I get it.
there's a big, freaking long, huge, like 5,000 word article on Wikipedia about Digivolution.
No way! I would read all day about the theory of Digivolution.
Well, apparently there's different forms of Digivolution among the different series and the different games. And it's like all the intricacies of it.
Taxonomy. It's like taxonology. Taxonomy.
There you go.
Oh, thanks. Taxonology. I like that better.
Kambushama Dama. Can we just call him Bob?
Hey, Alex, do you have a needle or an elongated, pointy object?
Are you trying to be Chris Brown over there?
I don't think you want my elongated pointy object.
I heard it's not that long. Oh!
Shabam. I'm talking about my microphone, you ass.
Yeah, but you're gonna throw softballs like that. I'm gonna take a swing.
Has Sony even had any lawsuits that they needed to do that for?
Potentially got sued over. I don't know if they got sued over the hack, but there's probably a good chance that they did. And I know they got sued when they took away Linux support in the PlayStation 3.
Okay, that's stupid.
They took away Linux support because people were using it to steal games.
Right. You know, it would make sense if they said you can't sue us over this or that, but that you can't sue them at all. That should be.
That's a little fishy, to say the least.
Yeah. Not to mention, supposedly, that when they updated, the one update they did made the Blu-ray players run faster, which caused them to run hotter, and the older system's going to take it, and supposedly there was recorded at least 5,000 units that literally got melted because of the update. And they, of course, because of their terms of agreement, took no responsibility despite the outcry on their forums.
I have a question to ask. Nothing related to this, but you're okay. Why the hell? Do you think people would have sued Hideo Kojima for that not if you didn't beat the torture scene? I'm just so curious about that because it wasn't fair, and I couldn't beat it because I didn't have quick enough thumbs to press the circle button repeatedly. And I got so frustrated.
Well, don't you know the trick to that? It says, you know how Revolver Ocelot says, if you use the auto fire, I'll know, right? He doesn't know.
Is that the truth?
Yeah, that's how I got past it. I borrowed a controller from a friend who had the auto fire.
Yeah, I tried it, and yeah, he's right, it doesn't work.
He doesn't go, oh, you use the auto fire. He has absolutely no clue. So you can use the auto fire.
But they shouldn't.
It was a trick.
Don't you imagine people would have gotten angry even without something?
Yeah, I was angry. I was like, what the fuck? There's no continue?
I really wanted a Meryl ending at the end, like magically. But no, hell no. I just pressed the select button.
Hey, wait. Remember the one time you were playing it and I said I could do it? And as soon as it started, I immediately pressed select and submitted? That was not on purpose. I was actually
not funny.
I actually had to go to the bathroom and was trying to pause it real quick. But I accidentally hit select.
That wasn't funny.
It wasn't on purpose.
That is no, Justin. That is hilarious. It's not funny. That is hilarious.
Yeah, he was all worried because he's like, I want the barrel ending, and he couldn't beat it. So I'm like, here, I'll give it a try. And as soon as it started, select. So it was like, I give up.
When you did that, the radio station literally shut down in my heart because I didn't get Meryl. I did not. Instead, I got Otacon holding his glasses, and he's like, "Oh, Stink, I'll save you, but you'll have to dump Meryl and leave her here, with Metal Gear while the whole place is destroyed." And then you have to take 10 minutes to run out. Otherwise,
if I recall, it took you 25 hours to beat that game.
Shut up!
Wait. 21 of which was fighting Liquid on top of Metal Gear.
Nice shot!
What's wrong, Shane?
Oh, man. How the hell was I supposed to know he couldn't go down like a little girl? Alright, how the hell was I supposed to... Gee golly, maybe if you put it on extreme, maybe it'll be even better. Then it'll take 48 hours.
I've actually beat every one of the games on extreme.
Shut up.
I have.
Shut up.
Actually, you know what the hardest part of all those games on extreme is? The 2 boss battles. One, fighting the Fear on Metal Gear 3 on extreme. No, the pain was pretty easy on extreme. But the Fear was insane to beat on extreme. So was the Fury, but the Fear was harder.
I remember you texting me when you were trying to beat him.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck! Why won't you die, you piece me some shit. I was so pissed.
You would text me, can you look? I don't have internet right now.
Yeah.
Can you look it up online?
Oh no, I remember I was trying to beat him with non-lethals. That's why I couldn't beat him. You get awesome for that. I forget what you were supposed to
You get like a secret camo or something.
Yeah, a secret camo. Yeah, that let you... It was like you were always at 80%, even if you were standing up. But it took a lot of stamina from you. But anyway,
I started playing that game today. I started playing the third one today. And
Did you beat the second one?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I was with him when he beat it.
It was the ending. Oh, I had no idea it was gonna end.
You were like,
that
what
way.
the fuck is going on? Metal Gear 2? So you wouldn't know. No, you wouldn't know.
It shits on you. It fascinated me. Like I was stoned too when I watched it, and it was just the most amazing thing. Like it blew my fucking mind.
Okay, fighting all the Metal Gear ways.
Wait till you see the ending of 3. It's
Oh
even
my god.
better.
Ian.
The one thing I'm looking forward to in 3, and I hear everybody that it's the best boss battle in a game ever.
What? Fighting the boss?
No,
What?
the end.
That's probably one of the greatest sniper battles ever. Yes. But
Everybody, lots of people are saying it's hands down the best boss battle.
the
That
fight.
sniper battle puts Sniper Wolf to shame.
Yeah. But the fight with the boss at the end is so epic. Like I was seriously like, this is so epic. I was like, how could they possibly make the end of 4 epic? But oh my god, that on Extreme playing that final fight in 4 between Old Snake and Liquid Ocelot is like the most amazing Metal Gear experience ever.
I'm so into playing this, and I was trying to get the foundations of the storyline down and pay extra close attention to the first part of the game.
Oh, there's so much to the story that you have
instead-
to play all 4 games multiple times to understand it all, to be honest. But yeah, like you said, the foundation though. But oh my god, the Fury. If you ever play the Fury on Extreme, that is insane. Like he has a flamethrower, and it takes up like over a fourth of the entire playing area every time he fires it.
Yeah, I know. I want that flamethrower, dude. I wanted his flamethrower when I beat him.
Oh, that reminds me of 4 about how every time you beat a boss in 4 you got their weapon. And I remember when it's like fighting Crying Wolf. Was it Crying Wolf or Crying Wolf? Back at Shadow Moses, and you finally beat it, and you're like, no, he's not going to take the fucking railgun as
That's all I used when I was fighting the Metal Gears invading the base after that.
Well, you have to.
That was... And then you fight Rex versus Ray.
Oh, I know.
Oh, God, that was so badass.
I actually went through played through that entire game once, only using the railgun.
Sweet.
But have you ever, in the final part on Haven, did you ever actually play it on Extreme?
I haven't played it on Extreme.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I played it on Extreme. I snaked my way through without getting any alerts.
Nice.
And it was hard, but I did it.
Dude, we're in
the middle of the podcast, really?
Dude, I'm about to announce the 3rd topic. We still got 2 more after that. You're gonna miss talking about Tommy Wiseau.
Can it be paused or no? Or we could just cut out a few minutes. Well,
We can pause it.
okay.
Here,
Oh god. Okay, I know we have 3 topics left, and we'll get to those. 2? Okay, 2 topics. 3 topics. Okay. But it is our friend here, Radio Schaefer. Say your name to the world, Radio Schaefer.
Radio Schaefer!
And I have a story. I would like to point out that it is his day of birth. He popped out naked. Crawled naked through the tunnels of a vagina.
In the middle of a fucking Oprah Winfrey show.
cold one night.
Afternoon.
After,
Oprah's on at 4.
I'm sorry. I thought. On this very day, and so I think we should tell a story in his tribute. Schaefer was in the shower. I don't think you would really want me telling this story, but you know, Higmo doesn't mind.
The real man would tell the story.
Schaefer had a girlfriend at this time, and his girlfriend had a whip. And Schaefer kept this whip for a while in his closet. He didn't know we knew, but we knew it was there. So my dearest friend Nick Janney, he found this whip, and also found out that Schaefer left the door unlocked while he was taking his shower. The rule in our apartment was if you take a shower with an unlocked door, you are free game.
No!
So Nick Janney busts in.
You are not. Yes, he is.
And he pulls that curtain to the side with the whip in hand.
And sees no Schaefer.
No Schaefer. He looks left. He looks right. There's no Schaefer.
No.
He looks down. There's Schaefer hunched over the drain pipe, cranking one out. And Schaefer looks up like a deer looks at a train. Nick Janney doesn't know what to do, so he stares for a second. He says, "Do I whip or do I not whip?" He decides to whip and hits Schaefer in the head and then runs. Schaefer gets up. He's pissed off. Not only is he pissed, but also standing at attention.
With like 14 inches to boot.
With 14 inches of Schaefer. It's true, ladies. 14 inches of Schaefer standing at attention. He chases Nick Janney down like a tiger chases a rat. A gazelle. And he goes running through the apartment. Yes.
With the world's largest boner. Thanks a lot.
The internet is going to know.
I have a tattoo of Buddy Holly. Alright? On his penis? No. On my left arm, right? And I went to some...
Left or right?
Left arm.
Reminds me of a funny joke I heard once, but go ahead.
And I was at a party, and I was just sitting there, just hanging out, and it was a hot day, so I just took my shirt off. There were a lot of cute girls that day, and well, they were all hoe bags. I wanted them, but it was Freedom Fest. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, and these two girls are looking at each other, and they're whispering. They don't say anything. And then all of a sudden, they walk up to me, and they look at me, and they say, oh my god, why do you have a tattoo of yourself? I was pissed off. It was
kind of slightly resentful.
It was Buddy Holly, though. These don't even... Yes, ma'am.
Schaefer was more pissed off. It ruined his night. Okay? That he got... He thought that... Women thought... that somebody would tattoo themselves on their arm.
It says into both microphones.
Don't forget, Steve-O does have a tattoo of himself on his back.
He's Steve-O.
Well, that's true.
We have topics. We should get to them because
not Schaefer.
These last two we're probably going to be on for a little bit, making fun of them.
What are the topics?
Okay, the next topic is much like the 3DS when it's completely crap battery life. The PlayStation Vita is no different. It has a 3 to 5 hour battery life. What is... I don't understand much the point of having a handheld with a 3 to 5 hour battery life. It's a handheld. If you're going to go on like a 10 hour plane ride, you fucking want it. You don't have to recharge halfway through your flight. You know, you want to be able to watch movies on it.
It would help if there was a USB port on airplane chairs, like the freaking Skyphone at least, except useful. But you know what? Nobody really cares about that topic. Let's move on to the next one. I'm sorry.
You do just realize you said 5-hour long battery, 10-hour flight, and then you used the game Half-Life as your example.
Math pun.
I'm a little bit tipsy. Bite me.
But anyway, no, that was funny. I wasn't sure if you did on purpose or not, but you didn't.
It wasn't something I did on purpose. I tell you that.
You were gonna go get it. It's a pun.
It might have been something I did on purpose if I wasn't tipsy,
Okay.
but I am tipsy.
But anyway, granted, it's not like it's a piece of Dick Cheney equipment keeping him alive.
Freaking Dick Cheney.
No, like, seriously, like, have you seen lately, like, the measures he has to go through to stay alive?
Oh, really?
Like, he has a machine literally in his body constantly working to keep his...
Dick Cheney?
Yeah, it's not just a pacemaker, but, like, certain internal organs of his aren't working anymore, and he has machines basically doing the job for him.
So he can't go hunting and shoot his buddy in the face.
Not anymore.
So now he has even less soul than before?
Yes, like he has this like giant battery pack because if it loses power for too long, he'll die. And I first saw this on the Daily Show, and I was laughing hysterically because right after
It's funny as hell.
right after he was demonstrating this on The View, they cut to a clip of Star Wars of Obi-Wan Kenobi going, "He's more machine now than man."
Nice. That's beautiful.
So Dick Cheney is like an old Tony Stark now.
So you guys want to talk about Tommy Wiseau? You want to talk about who wants to talk about Tommy Wiseau?
And his Tommy Wiseau.
You want to talk about Tommy Wiseau? Let me announce the topic first. Infamous writer, director, and actor Tommy Wiseau, known for... I said infamous. Infamous is not a good thing. He's known because he sucks. But he is known for The Room, and he will be starring in an upcoming series on Machinima, where he is kidnapped by aliens every week who force him to play test video games. It is called The Tommy Wiseau. I'm not even kidding. The Tommy Wiseau. And
I think we all just have to say this right here. D-pad, say it with me now. Oh, hi, Internet. My name... Are you going to say it with me? You know what I'm talking about. Doug Walker?
I have something to say to a crowd.
What do you have to say to a crowd?
Can bread fly?
Can bread fly?
This is Tommy Wiseau.
So?
And
this is my Tommy
Wiseau.
Wiseau.
I am the announcer for 2012's Nobel Peace Prize.
Snob.
I have an announcement to make of 2012's winner of the Tommy Wiseau Nobel Peace Prize. The winner is Tommy Wiseau. He grow tea for you. Isn't it beautiful, huh? Now bring on Tommy Wiseau for this year's National Tommy Wiseau Nobel Peace Prize.
Was the runner-up Vince Vaughn?
No. The only contestant was Tommy Wiseau, and the only winner was Tommy Wiseau. Come to the stand, Tommy Wiseau. Hello. I am Tommy Wiseau.
You sound like a computer.
And I have found I am this year winning the year's award for finding out if bread can fly.
And I have an idea for a Nintendo called video game.
No, that's not.
That's Shigeru Miyamoto, sorry.
Shigeru.
What?
The
Thank you,
game
Mr.
will be
Kowalski.
called Giuseppe Mariama and the Pope Time Crisis.
Marching mushroom men and turtle and bricks to be broken.
And blicks to be broken.
We're just gonna make fun of Shigeru Miyamoto pitching his idea to Nintendo.
This is why I wanted to do it, so we could all make fun of Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, and at the end,
I star in The Room, which you might know me from, and The Room, which you might know me from, and I guess that's all I really star in is The Room. Starring, written, and directed by Tommy Wiseau.
I can't not tell if that movie is in high def or if filmed in regular.
He actually did. That shit's true. He had 2 cameras taped together. One was high definition and one wasn't because he didn't know the difference. And he recorded with both of them at the same time.
You're tearing me apart. Modern technology.
Modern technology does tear him apart.
You know what would actually be great? Turns out this guy is actually incredibly intelligent, and this has all been an act, like a character. Like, his real name isn't Tommy Wiseau at all.
His name isn't Tommy Wiseau. It's Tommy Wiseau.
There was some like Q&A session he went to with all his friends, and there was a guy dressed as the nostalgia critic who was trying to ask him a question the whole time, and Tommy just like completely ignored him. I like after The Room came out, and like some interviewer was asking him, so it's like, so The Room, you're now categorizing this as supposed to be a dark comedy, right? And it's like, hey, no, it is not supposed to be a dark comedy. It is a dark comedy. There's a difference.
As if he wrote it as if he wrote it to be a dark comedy from the beginning.
No, it wasn't. He was dead serious about it. He was like Robert Wenrick with kids with guitars.
Ouch! Kids with Guitars is now a dark comedy?
This guy lives so close to us now that he could probably hear us say that. He's probably like crying and like punching a TV right now that doesn't work.
But not from laughter like we would have been when we were reading a porn title
oh my
a couple
gosh,
weeks ago.
Big Trouble in Little Vagina.
Big Trouble in Little Vagina. That's a porn.
Yo quiero taco smell.
Big Trouble in Little Vagina. Is that your Indian name, Justin? Your Native American name? I'm sorry, but that sounds...
I don't think that...
Why don't we... Wait, you know
you can hold the mic up to him when he's talking?
Instead of tattooing Louisville Slugger onto your penis, why not... wait. Why not just tattoo Big Trouble?
Come here, Plimpton. Come here.
I'm trying to hold it up.
I'm gonna feel your boobs.
Fuck you!
That would be.
Fuck you, Gumby!
Fuck you, Tommy Wiseau.
I could be mean and call you names from Street Fighter.
Tommy Wiseau versus Greg Jenny.
That's not a Street Fighter!
I got the team on my back.
Yes, say it again.
Cross team. I got the
Not a
team on
Street
my back.
Fighter.
Aw.
Will anyone comment on the podcast about that?
Not really, but you keep hitting me.
Come here, Mr. Plimpton.
The whole
Stop hitting
team
me.
is on my back. It's plentiful, huh? It's very heavy, huh? Good thing I have health insurance, huh?
So...
I almost smashed my knees out and pop out through my mouth. What a funny story. What a funny story. You're tearing me apart.
About this guy. Let's talk about
I think Radio Schaefer. Wait, what's your handle again?
I want to know about Mr. Chew.
Mr. Chew?
I think Mr.
Chew and the Drunken
is
Who?
related to Tommy Wiseau.
Okay, so what's the last topic? I think we're kind of starting to beat the dead horse
Space.
with Tommy here. That's why I went space.
Okay, when the new game Dead Island was released, they accidentally put out a debug version of it instead of the final version on Steam. It gets better. It gets better.
so pissed. He would have been like, "What the fuck? Why is
It gets better. Okay.
He would be so confused because he would have no idea what a debug mode is.
One of the female characters in the game had a special ability.
Sorry.
One of the female characters in the game had a special ability that made her stronger against male characters.
That's hot.
And in the debug version of this game, this ability is called Feminist Whore.
Oh my god. Schaefer made a comment?
That is hilarious.
We're experiencing technical difficulties with Radio Shaver at this time. Come reply back
You didn't
later.
tell me about that.
This
That
is
is
Paul
hilarious.
White from
Yes.
Radio Shaver. We were wondering, did you get our
Can't
memo?
ruin something that
When are
good
you
for
gonna
the
come in?
podcast, can I?
You're late
No.
for Radio
It's
Shaver.
even better than Tommy Wiseau.
Please stand by.
Yeah, it
Once
is.
again, this is Paul
So
White.
embarrassing.
Radio Shaver. We would just like to thank our customers for listening to
Obviously, it was an inside
Shaver.
joke by the fucking
Well, if
developer.
you're Paul White, isn't it the White Room?
In the White
You mean
Room
Peter White?
with black curtains.
At the station. Who's Paul White?
Ian, apparently, on radio.
No. Schaefer is the best student I ever had.
Who's Paul White?
He lives in Schaefer's head.
He was in my supplemental instructions.
I thought you were talking about Peter
I
White
felt
from
he-
Venture Brothers.
I felt he was the best history student I ever met.
Yeah, Peter White and Billy Whalen.
Billy Whalen. Quiz boy.
Have you guys seen the music video, the Venture Brothers music video?
No. I didn't know there was such a thing. Let's watch it later.
Basically, Hank and what's his name, Dermot?
Oh, dirty. Yeah.
Hank and Dermot formed a band called Shallow Gravy.
Yeah, I know.
And they put out an album called Ladle to the Grave. And their first big hit is just called Jacket.
Jacket, yeah.
And they're just naming random types of jackets, but it's like all hardcore sounding. You gotta hear it, it's hilarious. There's a music video for it.
Well, no, they.
Double breasted jacket!
There was a little bit of it in actually the season finale of season 4. They got on to play and they started singing, but eventually cut away from the song.
Oh, okay. They had a whole it was a music video and the behind the scenes.
So obviously on the
That's
internet,
awesome.
a whole bunch of women or whatever were pissed off, and
Right.
people who are very women's
For
lib
the
and whatnot were
record,
angry about feminist whore.
For the record, I guarantee 99% of those women that were pissed off didn't play video games. I guarantee 99% of the girls who played video games were like, "That's awesome."
They probably thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And they were right. It's hilarious.
But that is a big boo-boo on the game designer's part. It better
Yeah,
be
they
a
said that they
real
were going
good
to
game.
try to find the guy who did this and fire him or something.
Programmer, yeah.
Well, fucking give the guy a raise, because that shit's funny.
You know that's actually probably going to make sales rise, actually, instead of decrease. I honestly, if they made a good game and it does well, people will forget about it in a couple of weeks.
Supposedly it is a good game. It looks very good. It looks very cool. But it's
I-
only the Steam version of it that you could find this out. The console version didn't have it.
Okay.
You found the fucking video.
But anyway, okay, is that the last topic?
Yeah, that's the last topic.
How much time do we have left?
We're at an hour and 10. We're at an hour
I guess
and
we
1
should
minute.
wrap this up then, huh?
Yes, guess we should wrap this up.
Okay. We're wrapping
Hey,
up,
you
guys.
two that aren't paying attention. Feminist whore.
Radio Shaver.
What? What?
What? The joystick just dropped the microphone like a faggot. I'm gonna burn the sheets. Okay. D-pad.
Joystick also stepped on a popcorn kernel like an hour ago. And now it's just dust. It's part of your carpet now.
Neighbors.
River dancing on your head. Take that, you cracker. Take that, you cracker. Take that. Do we have any? What was I even?
You're talking about the feminist whore, and you're wrapping up the podcast.
No, it's Schaefer's the feminist whore.
Damn right.
No,
I was inspired by the angry feminist. Like, seriously.
Fuck that shit. Do we have another topic?
Lesbians that are like, fuck, man.
Okay.
No, actually.
Instead of the women that do fuck, man.
Okay. My last topic I want to say is about Meryl and her breasts in Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, come on. Aren't they so real? Yes! Subtle. Meryl Silverberg's breasts in Metal Gear.
we should have got him a fleshlight for his birthday.
No, that's weird. No, that's weird. Schaefer's better than that.
He had a whip. Come on.
It was
That's
Rachel's.
even more kinky.
It was Rachel's whip.
No, think about it. There's been like what? 300. There's been what? Like over 100 million fleshlights sold. Versus how many men do you think own whips?
Women own the whips. They use it on men.
Oh god damn it!
I almost got a fleshlight from Kevin Smith's mother. No joke.
That sounds awesome. But
Okay,
it sounds like
you
a
wanna
story.
tell the story? You want to tell the story? I will tell the story quick, but then we gotta call it a night. Radio Schaefer wants to hug me. Hang on, hug. Radio hug. Yeah. Okay. We went to see Kevin. We went to see Kevin Smith do a live smodcast in what was it? World Cafe? Was it in Philly? It was in Philly. I think it was the World Cafe. And I was surprised.
I put 3 videos of it up on my YouTube.
He put 3 videos up on his YouTube. They can't hear you because you don't have a microphone. Now I'll give you a microphone. Here you have a microphone. And
You want to check out my YouTube,
Shut up,
FS
Kayate,
Metal on
Kayate.
YouTube. I'm just letting them know so they can see the videos.
say it again because I was yelling.
FS Metal on YouTube.
Okay, because
If
I
you
was
want to
yelling.
go there,
Kayate.
you can see videos of it.
Okay.
We also did a Smodimations on it.
Really have to pee.
Story.
Speech. No, my boss says that. My boss says that. Jeez. Anyway.
You know what else your boss says? Vinny and the Jets.
12 times a day. A story was, so we went to see Kevin Smith and we went to sign in. They're like, hey, sign this thing if you want to enter a raffle. And I was
We
like,
didn't even know what it was when we signed up.
we were like, what the heck? And we go in there and then we find out the raffle was for a free fleshlight. And I was like, geez, this is embarrassing. I hope I didn't win. And then it turns out
He brought
Kevin
his mom
Smith
on stage.
Brought his mom up on stage to present the winners of the raffle with their complimentary fleshlights. And I said, geez, this is awesome. I hope I won. And she called someone named Alex up. Oh, man, it's not me. I almost got handed a fleshlight by Kevin Smith's mother.
That is amazing. And you know what's funny? That sounds similar to the story of how I ended up with that dildo.
You and your double-sided glow-in-the-dark dildo.
It ain't glow in the dark.
Oh, it look.
That would
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. A lot of things glow in a black light. Probably, but... Sorry, alright. So, shall we end it?
Let's end it.
Okay, this has been Slacker-chan. My humor is dying because of you people who don't know how to do simple things like restart your router or your modem before you call me and complain about your connection and yell at me that it's our fault when it's not. It's not. Okay, have a good day.
And this is, what's my name? This is Game Face on PressTheActionBot.com. And I go, PressTheActionBot.com. It's .net, everybody. And I go, wiki wiki.
Actually,
Now back
isn't
to you,
it Digital
Joystick.
Delirium?
No.
Just pass the mic to Radio
You know, it just...
Say goodbye.
For a minute there, I lost myself. I lost myself.
Harmony. That was beautiful. Okay, pass the...
Somewhere in the Mediterranean.
The macabre!
Hey, Shaver! Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
In the water, way out swimming.
You should say goodbye. You should say goodbye.
I don't want to live to see the day.
Fucking look at this! Tom is walking in as soon as we're saying goodbye, and I'm...
Happy birthday, Schaefer.
Try and spin it. Yeah.
Say goodbye. Say
Your
goodbye.
head collapses, but there's nothing in it. And you ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water.
And this has been another edition of Press the Action Button podcast here on digital-delirium.com. As always, I have been your host, Joystick, and we will talk to you guys next week.
I'll hit love.